Alhamdulillah, now Yusuf alayhi salam gets out of jail. As what? As now a special advisor to the king. When the king meets him and declares him innocent from the accusation that he was accused with, and therefore spent many years, Allah knows how many years he spent in jail, but it was a long time. The ulama said it was a long time. But this is how Allah amazingly does things. Sisters and brothers, it was a foreigner, not an Egyptian, because Yusuf alayhi salam was a nomad, because his father, as I said, Yaqub alayhi salam, based on the advice of his father Ishaq alayhi salam, go my son and don't live in the same land where your brother lives. His brother got angry with him, and the father advised him to leave the land. To leave the land and go live somewhere else. That somewhere else was very nomadic. It was between Palestine and Egypt. Allah knows exactly where, but the historians say it was that land. Yaqub made a family, big family, 12 sons, 1 daughter, 4 wives, 2 free sisters, they were sisters, and the other 2 were slaves. That the ladies brought. It wasn't Yaqub. It wasn't Yaqub alayhi salam who wanted to marry. He wanted to marry only 1 woman. But since his uncle, maternal uncle, tricked him by marrying him to the older sister. It's like someone wants this girl, but the father tricks him. In the night of marriage, he swaps. So he married him. In the morning, he found that the woman who was in bed with him was not the one he wanted. So when he asked him, uncle, why you did that? He said, we don't marry our daughters, the young daughters before the elder. If you still want my young daughter, you work for me another 7 years. Since he loved her, he stayed 7 more years working for his uncle. That's why don't say my uncle will never cheat me. Be careful. Your own uncle may, hey, doesn't mean you go now doubt every uncle. But your uncle doesn't mean angel. Uncle doesn't mean he will be 100% good to you. So be careful. Maternal or paternal? In his case, in the case of Yaqub alayhi salam, it was his maternal uncle who got him. He worked for him for 7 years. He married him to the oldest one. He didn't want the old one. He wanted the young one. And until now, there was no law from Allah to forbid to marry 2 sisters at the same time. It was the Quran that has forbidden that. وَأَن تَجْمَعُوا بَيْنَ الْأُخْتَيْنِ إِلَّا مَا قَدْ سَلَفَ صدق الله العظيم. And Allah said, and that you should not marry two sisters except what it has happened before, no more. And even Rasulullah ordered the Sahaba who had 2 sisters, 2 wives as sisters, to divorce one of them, to let go one of them. And then the other one, Allah will give her another husband. Okay, so each one of the ladies later on brought invited her slave girl to be wife of Sayyidina Yaqub. So he had 4 in total. They gave him birth to 12 children. These are what we call the 12 tribes of Bani Israel. Because Yaqub was Israel alayhi salam himself. So Ya Bani Israel means all children of Yaqub. Among the children of Yaqub was Yusuf alayhi salam. And we know what his brothers, except Benjamin, did to him. So Bani Israel are very bad to even themselves. Don't worry about it. They self-destruct themselves. That's why they always need a common enemy. If there is no common enemy, they will kill each other. They are like that. So they have to find someone. Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah. Good side. Then, so they were nomads. I'm explaining how come Yusuf alayhi salam came to Egypt. When he came to Egypt, he came through slavery. Someone found him in the well and sold him in the nearest Egyptian city. Took him to the nearest Egyptian city, sold him for a cheap price. The person who bought him, you all know, is the husband of the woman known as Zulaykha, who wanted to sin with him. He refused. Then she brought her best friends who made fun of her, and to show them if they can tahan just seeing this man, let alone raising this man. They couldn't, of course. They failed in the test, and he went as a consequence to jail because he refused to do haram with them. So it was 2 times a temptation. The first with one woman alone, the second one with many women. Which means some people, careful, they don't sin on one-on-one. They don't care if they sin in public. Party, the culture of party. Look at the West now. They all got drunk, you go on boats. Na'udhu billah. You want to live like these animals? To me, this is animalism. Hayawaniya. Allahu Akbar. So, Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam taught us that Yusuf alayhi salam was tempted. And when he entered jail, he found 2 prisoners. They saw in him goodness. And I told you why they saw goodness. Inna naraka min al-muhsinin. We see you among those who are not criminals. That's why we would like to tell you about our dream. And when someone tells you about a dream, it means he really trusts you. Because dream is a very private thing. Something bothers him or her, would like to tell you. But I told you about adab of dream. Do not tell your dream at night. If you see something, don't around Maghrib this time, from Asr all the way till Fajr, don't say it. If it's scary, don't even say it. If you saw it after Fajr, don't say it. Dream is at night until Fajr. And the serious one is right before Adhan. Right before Adhan, you see, when you get up, few minutes or few seconds later on Adhan. That's the one you should take seriously. Clear, inshallah? Is this clear? So do not ask someone the interpretation of dream in public. Because the father, what did he say? لا تقصص رؤياك على إخوتك. Yaqub told Yusuf, alayhi salam, don't say this dream to your brothers. Meaning public. Don't make it public. That's one. Number 2, like now, for example, one of you asked me, Sheikh, do you know the interpretation? I say no. And doesn't mean I know. Interpretation of dream is it's a specialization. So, this surah is teaching us so much that, believe it or not, if we go into the details about this surah, we may not finish it in 1 year. This surah alone, it will take us over a year. I did that. I did tafsir of Surah Yusuf in America over a year, weekly. So, now he gets out. This is where we stop. The king wants him to be his best advisor because he solved the major problem. Here is the rahmah of Allah again. Yusuf alayhi salam was in jail. The mercy of God, look at me, came at night to the palace in Egypt and woke up the king. It was a dream. So the mercy of Allah can be a dream. Nightmare. 7 skinny cows eating 7 fat cows. And 7 green corns with 7 dry corns. That is the mercy of Allah as a dream. So leave it up to Allah when you are in trouble. Tawakkul on Allah and leave it. You don't know how amazingly Allah works. It could be at night. It goes to bother the very person who oppressed you. So Yusuf now, people forgot about him. Even the friend, he told him, don't forget me, tell your boss that there is an innocent man in jail. He forgot about him. The butler. To show you, Allah made the butler to forget. The butler could have remembered. No. Allah wants to show you that it is only him who can help you. Right before Hijrah, the Prophet ﷺ lost his wife, Khadija, radiallahu anha, and he was not married for 2 years. And he lost his political protector, his uncle. So he lost the spiritual uplifter, emotional uplifter, the wife, and financial uplifter, the one who supported him financially, as well as his uncle, the one who protected him. Allah wants to show him, only God can protect you. Look now. Then Allah, same thing. Sometimes Allah does that to you. When you think you're down, He puts you more down. To bring the best out of you. Allah works in a very amazing way. Sheikh, I used to have money and now nothing. Now nothing? Why you say nothing? When you are in this class, it's not nothing, it's the whole dunya. When you had money, you never came to class. Takbir. Some of you never come to class because you have too much money. Why you come to class? Look at the sound of His mercy. This is the sound when He is happy and send rain. When He is angry, Umar ibn Khattab heard the thunder. He started crying. What makes you cry, O Caliph of the Muslims? He said, Allahu Akbar. This is the sound of His mercy. Because rain, hujan. The sound of His anger. So now he's out. Okay. When he's out, he's going to serve the king. But he's going to ask something. Sisters and brothers, there is nothing wrong to show you are smart guy. In Islam, if you are a smart person, you say I'm smart. That's what Yusuf a.s. did. Listen, let's say you are gifted, you're really gifted in something. And the occasion comes. You need to tell people, put me in this office, put me in this position. I can do it. That's what Yusuf a.s. did. Let's see in verse 54. Go to verse 54.
And the king said, bring him to me that I may attach him to my person. Then when he spoke to him, he said, verily this day you are with us, high in rank and fully trusted.
What do we learn from this? We learn that if, let's say you are the king. Let's say now you are not Yusuf, you are the king. When you know there is somebody as good as Yusuf a.s., not necessarily prophet, but good in his profession, actually you should hire him. You should offer him a job. Don't wait for him. So, what we call choosing the good ones. Any government would offer even PR, easy PR, for people of skills. This man had the knowledge that no one has, which is interpretation of dream. A person like this, you let go, you crazy. So this man, this king was really wise. When he realized this man solved his nightmare, he offered him, he said, bring him to me that I may attach him to my person. Meaning give him a special place with me. Wherever I go, he goes with me. I want this type of man. Those who solve problems. فَلَمَّا كَلَّمَهُ, when he did some kind of interview with him, he said, today, don't fear anything. إِنَّكَ الْيَوْمَ لَدَيْنَا مَكِينٌ أَمِينٌ. Verily, this day, you are with us, high in rank and fully trusted. Subhanallah. From low place, jail, dungeon, underground, to high place. And from untrustworthy, untrusted, accused, to trust, fully trusted. See what Allah does? A deputy prime minister used to be in jail, now is out, about to become prime minister of Malaysia. Look what Allah does. and someone who was bilingual could go to jail. Look what Allah does. That's why you be careful, sisters and brothers. This dunya turns. So now he is with the circle, the close circle of the king. قال اجعلني على خزائن الأرض. Here is what he asked. Number 55.
Joseph said, appoint me over the storehouse of the land. Indeed, I will be a knowing guardian.
Very good. Put me on khazana. Look at it. What do you think? Look at it. Khaza'in. Khazana. The word khazana coming from where? But khazana, actually you're wrong to call it khazana. It should be khizana or khaza'in. Khizana is one. Khaza'in, many. Khazana actually Jahannam. Okay? That's why your money is disappearing. Right here. The word khazana. Khazana. Actually, this which is in Malay, the house, finance house, right? This word means the angels of hell. Khazanat Jahannam. The angels that will torture people in hell. وَقَالَ لَهُمْ خَزَنَةُ جَهَنَّمْ. And the khazana of Jahannam will tell them, what brought you here? Khaza'in is plural of khizana. So Yusuf alayhi salam asked, he said, put me on the khazana in your Malay language. He asked. He just told him, I need you to be near me. He said, put me on this. Why? He is guided by the wahyu that that's his position, to save Egypt. Because the 7 fat cows means 7 good years. They have to work very, very hard and store the corns. That's why he kept seeing 7 corns. After that, 7 bad years. Cows. Devouring whatever the 7 years of good work have been stored. So 7 good years followed by 7 bad years. 7 bad years? Serious, sisters. Here you don't know drought, mashallah. In North Africa and other places, Africa, if 1 year of drought, only 1 year, it will destroy so much. How about 7 years? One after the other one. If it doesn't rain just for 1 year, it's going to be really massive problem for the population in that area. Ethiopia, Somalia, what really hurt them is it's no rain. So he said, please put me, the responsible person, on the storehouses, khaza'in. I will read the finance. I will take care of the finance. I will indeed guard them with full knowledge as a minister of finance in Egypt. So there is nothing wrong to ask for a good position if you know you are capable to do it. There is nothing wrong. Clear? Okay. But you need to have 2 conditions. Or anyone who asks you to put him in charge of a sensitive position, he needs to have 2 conditions. What is it? Hifz and ilm. Look at it. I have the ability to guard. I am a guardian. I'm strong to guard. I'm good at guarding, like auditor. The people who do auditing, they should guard. And I have the knowledge of mathematics. I'm good at math. Don't put me. You put me, if you have 700,000, you have only 70,000. Takbir. Or 7 million. Either extreme or put someone who knows. Clear? But he has to have these 2 conditions. The most perfect leader is the one who has 4 conditions. 2 with Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, here they are. Hifz and ilm, guardianship and full knowledge. And the second 2 are with Prophet Musa. Quwwah, ada quwwat, I can really do it. Physical quwwah as well as intellectual quwwah. And Amin, trustworthy. This is the best person you can hire if he has these four. If he has these four, sisters, if someone has these four, if you are not married, marry him. If you are already stuck, takbir, give your daughter to this type of man. If these four are in a woman, take. The first one is guardianship. That he is able to guard, to protect, protection. He can protect. Number two, ilm, full knowledge of that field. How can I put you minister of health when you are not even a doctor? How can I put you a minister of family and social planning when you don't have even a wife? Or you are not married, sister? You don't know what does it family mean? Huh, sisters? Very important. I can put you somewhere else. Three. Quwwat. Power, strength. He has to be strong. Sorry, you might have all this, but you are very weak old man. I cannot hire you for this job. For this job, I cannot. It requires a lot of and amana, trustworthiness. He is really trusty. He will not touch penny. وَكَذَلِكَ مَكَّنَّا لِيُوسُف. That is how we made Yusuf strong in the land. That is how we made Yusuf given authority in the land. Meaning through knowledge. His knowledge of the interpretation of the dream made him become a good, not only a citizen of the country, because I told you, I was explaining how nomadic Bani Israel were. That's why they don't have land. They're liars when they say Palestine is ours or Egypt. No. So this man gave Yusuf alayhi salam like PR. He granted him, he needs him. He needs his knowledge. Not only he gave him citizenship, he gave him high position in the government. Why not? Why not? Or orang putih we can give. Orang putih no problem. Look at Qatar. Won Asian Cup with almost perfect score. Perfect score. Because they are learning from, take the best, give them the best, give them citizenship, their team, they are working. It's not just in the sports, it's in every field of the life. Politics, economy. They even withdraw from APEC, very smart. OPEC, not APEC. Yeah, خلاص. They know Saudi Arabia will do anything. So, get up. If you want to, if we are in an organization and you still don't want to, why should I be part of it? So success after success. Why? Because they're taking the best and using them for the best of the country. There is nothing wrong with that. Do you know the best hospital for sports injuries is in Qatar? In the world. It's called Hospital. If anyone has a sport injury now, anyone, Messi, Ronaldo, they will go there and they fix that. وكذلك مكنا ليوسف يتبوأ في الأرض يتبوأ منها حيث يشاء. الله أكبر. From jail to going to the land wherever he wants. Look at that ni'mah. So do not be sad about losing certain things, because Allah is going to give you maybe something big. So here it is. So subhanallah, he lost his family. Allah gave him a nice family. A man and his wife. Then the woman, instead of thanking Allah and consider him like a son, she, na'udhu billah, her hormones kicked, crazy way, she wanted him, she lost him forever. Where does Allah save him? In jail. From jail now Allah is giving him high position and he's bringing his family back to him. Saba. The family, all of them are coming back for the realization of his dream when he was kid. So he saw the dream when he was 6, 7 years old. His dream didn't realize until end of his life. Let's see. نصيب برحمتنا من نشاء. Here's the rahmah again. We bestow of our mercy on whom we will, and we make not to be lost the reward of the muhsinun. Sisters and brothers, if you have done anything good, you have to believe that Allah will not lose that reward for you. He has stored it one day to give it to you, either in dunya or akhirah. And sometimes both, in dunya and akhirah. Let's say you did something. People pay you back with criticism. Don't worry. Your reward is with Allah. He will give it to you. Here is the reward of Yusuf. For not sinning, for just staying away from haram, look what Allah did to him. For being patient on his brothers, for what they did to him, look where he's going now. He is prime minister. Not just finance minister, prime minister, because the king got old and he asked him he delegated his powers to him. He didn't give him the title, but he gave him all the powers. Foreigner. نصيب برحمتنا من نشاء ولا نضيع أجر المحسنين. Now the reward of the hereafter, and indeed, verily, the reward of the hereafter is even better. But for whom? For those who believe, like you and me, inshallah. وَكَانُوا يَتَّقُونَ. One more. Not only you believe, but you fear Allah. Look, you may believe in Allah, but you sin. Easy for you to sit with girls over lunch at work and chat. No, that's not taqwa. You're a believer. I know you're Muslim. But you are too liberal to sit with girls over lunch. But Sheikh, they are working with me. Yeah, they're working with me, with you. Doesn't mean they have to eat with you. See how shaitan gets you? But Sheikh, we are in the same office. Careful, huh? Those who work with women. And careful, my brothers. And women, let me tell you one thing about women. They may not tell you. I tell you. Takbir. A woman in her mind, if you are married and she is not, she can always be second or third or fourth. Takbir. That's how she thinks. She doesn't see you all married. Let's khalas. Prove me wrong. You don't understand. Good.
I got lost for a minute.
Yeah, I know. You are still with do. A young woman, beautiful, hoping to still live. Not your age. When she sees a colleague and she knows he's married, and he's a nice guy, he also a nice guy, brave, but she also wants to say, I wish he takes me as second wife.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my God. And third and fourth. No problem. But she doesn't think about how the first will feel. Yes, that's the truth. But you don't blame her, she wants to get married. And there are not many men, let alone good guys. That's the truth. But many of you are in denial. A married woman doesn't feel that. Non-married. Not only we have so many pondan men, na'udhu billah. Not only we have so many men who still don't want to marry. I don't know what's wrong with that. You see what I mean? So meaning the number of ladies is more already. Hey, and don't blame Allah. Don't say Allah didn't. If Allah wills, I will marry. No, if you want to marry, you can get married. Takbir. I'm talking to men now. Now the brothers of Yusuf come to the city. Oh, now look. He will know them, they don't know him. What a beautiful scene. What a beautiful moment now. The brothers of Yusuf are coming to Egypt. They don't know their brother who they long time ago, over 40 years ago, they have thrown into the well, not even knowing if he died or not. What a brother can do to his brother. What a brother can do to his brother. We have seen it in the story of Qabil and Habil, Qabil killing Habil, and we've seen it in the story of the children of Yusuf. That's why watch your kids. Watch your kids against each other. Okay, good. So now we are verse 58. Brother Azmi.
And Yusuf's brethren came and they entered to him, and he recognized them, but they recognized him not.
ها وجاء إخوة يوسف فدخلوا عليه. They entered his courtyard. And Yusuf's brothers came and they entered to him. He recognized them, they didn't. Why he recognized them? Why they didn't recognize him? Because he was child. The child changes quickly. You don't change. If I don't see him after 10 years, I will not know it was him. He will change. Maybe you drop bota hair, baby. You don't change fast after 21. Do you know there is a hormone related to us, which is the hormone of growth? And it is called the hormone of youth. It kicks from the age of 15 until 35. You can extend the age of that in your life. You can. From 15 to 55, you change. 35, you change quickly. Quickly. Look at your photos when you were 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, until after 35, you slow down. You don't change that fast. But so he could recognize them because they didn't change. They were older than him. He completely changed. They don't know. He was here. They left him a kid. You see him after 40, 45 years. They're totally different. But he recognized you. Second, when you do evil to someone, he recognizes you. Never ever wrong someone. He will remember you. And one day he becomes the chief of police and say, Assalamu alaikum, do you recognize me? Who I have the honor to talk to? Remember the boy you slapped right and left and took his lunch and told him blah, 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 whatever? Oh man, it's you? Yeah, it's me. You beat me up? That's why I always do good. Good you forget, subhanAllah, and people remember you. Evil, you better not forget. Okay, so alhamdulillah, but look how good he is. He's going to control his emotions. He's not going to show them. He's not going to say, you came to me, come here. No. He pretends he doesn't know that. Let's learn from this story. 59.
And when he had finished them with the provisions according to him, he said, bring me a brother of yours from your father, Benjamin. See you not that I give full measure, and that I am the best of the host.
Very good. Look, he gave them a hint, but they were so bodo to not understand. When after filling all their caravan, because they brought a caravan, so he gave them food. He gave them a lot of food. Corn. He gave them corn. Then he said something to them. He said, bring me a brothers of yours from your father. That's the hint. If they were smart enough, they would say, why is this man asked? How does he know first? We have a brother from the father, meaning not from the same father and mother, just from the father. It's like when you marry two wives, and mashallah you have 6 here and 6 here. Example. How did they know? How did he know? They should have asked that question. They didn't. Which means they were not really smart. Because I already have given you a hint on how did I know that you have a brother from just the father. And he told them, bring me, you have one brother, bring him with you next time. He wants to see Benjamin. Benjamin is his real brother, full brother, from father and mother. And the children of the second wife were more beautiful, more handsome. That's why advice to the brothers who want to marry second and third and fourth. If you don't die shaheed, careful the children. If you don't die shaheed, first week, second week. If you pass the first month, I know you are safe, halas. Takbir. If you don't die shaheed, careful the children. You marry one very pretty and one average. There will be issues. There will be issues. Or marry one in North Pole, one in South Pole. Still they get together, I don't know how. Takbir. One in Uzbekistan, one in Mogadishu. Stay far. One in Tamanton, and one in Kota Damansara. World War IV will start, not even 3. Takbir. You'll be bringing problems to yourselves. So stick to one and say shukur, alhamdulillah. Too late, too late, too late, too late. So he gave them so much food and told them, this is, by the way, how he made them, he convinced them to bring their brother. He said, if you don't bring him, I don't give you food anymore. And moreover, if you bring him, they give per head. They give 1 camel fully loaded per head. So they're going to tell their father, Dad, if you don't let Benjamin come with us, we lose 1 full camel, fully loaded because he gives per head. He has to count how many heads. Oh, the father again is going to let this son go, although he doesn't trust them. That's the trick. Okay, now?
But if you do not bring him to me, no measure will there be hereafter for you from me, nor will you approach me.
So it's okay in Islam to put a condition that is going to give you benefit. It's okay to squeeze someone. Say, in order for me to work for you, I need green card first. You can, sorry. There is one employee who wants to give me green card and a good salary, while you just want to give me only good salary. Sorry, I have to be a little bit selfish here too. Not selfish, look for my interest. Someone is offering you only a job. Alhamdulillah, he gives you a good job, a good salary. Someone is giving you job and documents, immigration. Take that one. That's what he did to them. He said, if you don't bring your brother, there is no food for you. Meaning he put condition. He's to bring the brother. He has a plan. So it's okay to put hardship on people, especially if they were already bad. Anyways, they don't deserve any kindness. But this is still, he's doing it for their own good. It's like you tell your son, you are not going with me or if you don't do your studies today. So he has to. If he doesn't, please don't do it. And one thing, when you threaten your children, do it. Don't take it back. Even when you sound a little bit harsh. For example, say you're grounded. You're grounded. No, let him. Let him feel uneasy. It's good to let the children sometimes feel uneasy. You know why? Because if they always easy, they will never learn to be tough. This, we'll go fight Palestine tomorrow. This is what Allah is doing to the Somalis, to the Yemenis, to the Iraqis, to the Syrians. He's preparing them. Those people will make difference, not us. We have too much luxury. Look at us. Little cold. Can you turn off? Next.
They said, we will attempt to dissuade his father from keeping him, and indeed we will do it.
His father. Pay attention. We will try to persuade his father. They didn't say our father. They still reproach their father for loving Yusuf more than them. You have good kids? No, their mother is good. You have kids who are not, no, the mother is spoiling. So what makes these idiots say, we will turn his father? Why not? We will convince our father to let our half-brother come with us. See? Do you see the point? Good. Continue.
And Joseph said to his servants, put their merchandise into their saddlebags, so they might recognize it when they have gone back to the people, that perhaps they will again return.
Still, he was very kind to them. What did he say? He said to his servants, to the workers, put their food back. Give them food, more than they should. He's still good with all what they did to him, brothers and sisters. Because he knows there is a whole tribe behind them. So please, next time, if you are angry with someone, if you want to punish him, be careful at the consequence. At the consequence, he may have a big family, mother, father, wife, mother-in-law to look after, children. Although he deserves to be fired, but sometimes you let him go just because he has. You see what I mean? So he gave them food. He could have said, no, I don't give you until you bring your brother. But no, he has a father and a mother. His mom died, but stepmother. But these are still his brothers. So he was better than them million times. He said, fill their caravan with food and put their money back. He didn't even take the money. Within his authority, as he can give them. So he said, put their money inside back there, the gold. Put it back inside their bags. When they open to look for corn, they will find even the money. So double joy. Let's see. فَلَمَّا رَجَعُوا إِلَىٰ أَبِيهِمْ. When they went back to their father. Sister Shamil? 63.
So when they returned to their father, they said, "Oh, our father, no more measure of grain shall we get, unless we take our brother."
Look now. Ya Abana. Oh, father, our father, now your father. But not in front of him. See hypocrisy? In front of you. How are you, Dad? Yambar Hormat. But in your absence, they are different people. Okay, when they went back to their father, they said, "Oh, our father."
So send our brother with us, and we shall get our measure, and truly we will guard him.
Good. No more measures of grain shall we get unless we take our brother. The ruler said, "We will not give you food unless you bring your brother." This is the last food he has given us. Unless we bring our brother with us. So send our brother with us, and we shall get our measure, and truly we will guard him. Why they said we will guard him? Now they are truthful. Now they are truthful. Because they already know that they messed up with Yusuf. Now we will guard him. Pay attention. Before, they promised they will guard him, but still they got rid of him. This time, no. They really want to guard him. Although the father didn't even ask them yet. And we will guard him. And now they are truthful. That's why there is a nice, beautiful story in Algeria about a liar. A liar who used to lie to the kampong people. He was a shepherd boy. Young man, he takes their sheep, they pay him something every day, they pay him some. So he takes their sheep to graze. But he feels bored around noon. So he always called them, "Help me, the wolf, the wolf." So they all come, leave their job. Anybody bring machete, or someone bring a stone, a rock, and they come. "Where is the wolf? Where is the wolf?" "Oh, no, I felt bored. I just wanted to talk to someone." He did it 2-3 times. The real day when the wolf came, He shouted, wolf, wolf. No one came. His father told him, you see, liar, 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 liar. The day he speaks the truth, no one will believe him. That's why we should never lie. Why you lie? Now no one believes you. So, he didn't ask them to promise to bring him or guard him, but they relaxed. Guilt. 64.
He said, can I entrust him to you except as I entrusted his brother to you aforetime? But Allah is the best to guard, and He is the most merciful of those who show mercy.
He said, can I entrust him to you except as I entrusted his brother Yusuf to you before? Do you remember? You think I'm going to do the same mistake? He reminded them, he didn't forget Yusuf. He's still Yusuf living in his heart. But Allah is the best to guard. I will trust Allah, not you. He had a hint from Jibreel alayhi salam to let go this boy. So if I'm not going to trust you, but I will let him go. I trust Allah, not you. And He is the most merciful of those who show mercy. Allah is the most merciful. There is no one more merciful than that. That's why, my brothers and sisters, when we are about to kill a criminal, or wipe fornicator, or cut the hand of a thief, you should not feel like saying, Kasyan. If you do Kasyan, I don't know what I will do to you. Takbir. Why? Are you more merciful than Allah? No. They're cutting him. Who told him to go do zina? And 4 people saw him. It means he did it in public. Who told him to go steal money? There is BPZ, there is zakat, there is masjid, there is work, there is... Why he goes and steal? Who told him to go and kill? Who told him to go and rape? Like in Yemen, mashallah. The latest execution, I was very happy to see it. I really enjoyed. They brought him down. He raped a girl and killed her. They didn't torture him at all. Talk. He admitted and he said, I'm sorry. Sorry, they brought him. Put blanket, put him on his face. That's it. Take, carry. Because if you don't do that, that's the daughter of someone, a small girl, man. What is this? So you tell me we show mercy to people like this?
And when they opened their bags, they found their money had been returned to them. They said, "Oh, our father, what more can we desire? This our money has been returned to us, so we shall get more food for our family, and we shall guard our brother and add 1 more measure of a camel's load. This quantity is easy for the kings to give."
Dad! Wow. What's that word? They said to him, when they opened their goods, not only they found a lot of food, more than actually other people, but they found their money. The money that they brought to buy is there. They said, Ya Abana, Dad, ma nabghi. We are not here transgressant or whatever, but we are so look. Not only we found food, but we found our money. This king is very good. And you let our brother come with us. So the father was happy. Okay. Because whole family, whole almost tribe now, big family. Some of them married with their kids, the brothers of Yusuf. So the grandpa is worried for his family. So let them go get more, because 7 years of drought. Okay? But he said to them one thing. Let's see it. Sister Nora. 66.
Jacob said, "Never will I send him with you until he swear a solemn oath to me in Allah's name, that ye will be sure to bring him back to me unless ye are yourselves hemmed in and made powerless. And when they had sworn their solemn oath, he said, over all that we say, he Allah the witness and guardian.
Very good. This time, Allah is teaching us a lesson. If you ever have to deal with somebody who already betrayed you, this time tell him to swear. Someone already lied to you. Sister, your husband lies to you. Some man lied. Tell him, I will not return back until you swear by Allah that you will not do this to me again. Let him swear. Somebody betrayed you, did something wrong. Here, he knows they messed up with Yusuf. Now I will not send Benjamin with you until you swear, you give me an oath, solemn oath, that you will bring him unless enemy takes you over. That's I am accepting. Something happens to you. Enemy somehow overpower you. But not to bring your brother, not to look after him like you did to Yusuf. No problem. You can deal with that. Your son said, Dad, I will not do it again. I'm sorry. Okay, say, come here. Swear that you will not do it again. That's it. Otherwise, you keep repeating the same mistakes. Your wife has been disobeying you all for 2-3 years. Now suddenly she saw the light, the nur of Allah start giving her, and you were patient on her. And I don't know how you made it. Takbir. She said, Sayang, let's go back. Okay, no problem, come here. Swear by Allah that you will not disobey me like you did. Because sometimes it's not just the husband. Sometimes some crazy women behave in a crazy way. That's why do not marry from the same profession. My advice to you. If you are in science and technology, marry from another field. Imagine she's a lawyer and you are a lawyer. Allahu Akbar. How can you defeat? You will never win an argument with a woman anyways. Takbir. Let alone if she's a lawyer. Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah. Yallah. So you can see the beauty of now the father demanding something to give me a solemn oath that you will not leave him. He knows they don't like the children of the other woman. Brothers, be careful. Sons of prophets don't like each other. How about? That's why be careful. Good. قال لن أرسله معكم حتى تؤتوني موثقا من الله لتأتونني به إلا أن يحاط بكم فلما آتوه موثقهم قال الله على ما نقول وكيل. Now I trust Allah. I put my trust on Allah, he said, not on you. This is how important. 67, Sister Ilahi.
And he said, O my sons, do not enter by one gate, but enter by different gates, and I cannot avail you against Allah at all. Verily, the decision rests only with Allah. In Him I put my trust, and let all those that trust put their trust in Him.
Very good. One advice he gave to his children: don't enter from one gate. My nasiha to you also, if you are going to a party, listen carefully. You're going to a wedding, don't enter all the family from one door. Evil eye. You are handsome. Your wife is beautiful. Children wearing almost same and entering from one. Yeah. Some people don't say, MashaAllah, look who's it. Wow. Evil eye. All of you sick. All of you sick. Or the wife very sick. Or fight that day between husband and wife. Hey, evil eye. So don't enter from one door. Tell your son to go from the back door. your wife to jump from the window. Like me. Not like that. It means the daughter and the mother go first. After a few minutes, the son. 3 minutes, you. Like that. Don't go like all together. Ta, 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 ta. Here we come. Not good. So that's one advice we learn from, mashallah, Prophet Yaqub to his children. Oh, my children, don't enter together. Some people don't have children. And they will say, wow, look at them. 10 sons, 11 now, because they're taking with them Benjamin. Right? That's advice. So enter from different gates. The city has different gates. Enter from different gates. People will not pay attention. Also, وَمَا أُغْنِي عَنْكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ مِنْ شَيْءٍ. And I'm not going to help you, my children. I cannot help you if you mess up. That is very important to tell the children. One of the best ways to tell the children to study, tell them, look, you are not studying for me, you're studying for yourself. Make them realize that. Mommy would love to see all A+. But son or daughter, you are not studying for me, you're studying for yourself. Make them realize, because sometimes they think, you are overreacting, which is true. My son, if you study, then study for yourself. If you suffer, you suffer yourself. If you don't study, you're going to suffer. And tell them why some people are picking the trash, because they didn't study. If that guy studied, he wouldn't be picking the trash, sorry. That's education. Education gives you a better life. And the best, you want dunya and akhirah, teach Quran. Learn Quran and teach Quran. Dunya and akhirah. Dunya, you are successful, and akhirah. Study the Quran and teach it. Send your kids towards Islamic studies. But not for dunya. But Allah will look after them, dunya, don't worry about it. Because you are teaching His book. You think Allah will not look after you. Your needs will be taken care of. His way. And you'll be amazed. Trust Allah.
And when they entered as their father had instructed them, it did not avail them anything against Allah. It was just a need in the soul of Jacob, Yaqub, which he carried out. He was a person of knowledge inasmuch as we had taught him, but most people do not know.
Very good. When they enter from different gates, actually it did nothing good or bad to them, except that they fulfilled their father's wish, but it was actually, they didn't know that there was hikmah, which is the evil eye. Evil eye. Some people don't even. The wife of Aziz, the one who wanted to have zina with Sayyidina Yusuf, didn't have a child. While another man has 10, 11, 12. You got it? So there are people like that. That's why, sisters, it's very bad of you to put photos of your babies on the Instagram. You crazy. There are women dying to have a baby. And you put in, oh, look at my baby. Look at it. What's wrong with you? Don't put those photos. 69.
Came into Joseph's presence, he received his brother to stay with him. He said to him, behold, I am thy own brother, so grieve not at all of their doings.
When they entered on Yusuf, he pulled his brother to him. He pulled his brother. He missed him. Because this is a kid. He left him just a kid, even younger than him. He pulled him and told him, I am your brother. Don't tell them. So he revealed the secret to him. While they were busy looking for food, these people are just material. He bonded with his brother. He found a bond. And that's a very good thing to do. Especially if you have a good brother, keep him to work close to you. Very important. So he told him, I am your brother, Yusuf. Don't tell them. And don't be sad for what they did, because they separated them. They separated two loving brothers. Okay? Then he prepared them. Let's see, sister. My sister, 70.
So when he had furnished them off with their provisions, he put the golden bowl into his brother's bag. Then a crier cried, "O you in the caravan, surely you are thieves."
He said his brother like this. Is this my mic? It's not my mic, right? Without you knowing, we're talking, I set her up. Now the guards, she doesn't even know. She doesn't even know. Even Benjamin didn't know. But he set him up. He took the golden bowl, the cup made of gold, very close to the king. He put it in his brother's bag. So now the guards are going to check them out as they are leaving. Guard, this is kingdom, what do you think? Customs. Your customs. Check. Oh. Already there was a cry, shout. The king's personal cup, which is so dear to him, is something of Istana Negara. Must find, has value. Where are they going to find? They said, well, now, I say, hey, who has stolen the mic? Of course, no one of you have. All of you innocent. Then said, sorry, guard, check. Then found it in this bag. Uh-oh. Sister Shaban, we thought you were a good sister. Poor girl, what shall this do? As I said here, why he did that? It's permissible to set someone to catch a bigger thing. But for good, careful. Don't set for haram. His intention to bring the father. So there is a plan. And also to taste a little bit of what criminals supposed to taste. Now, someone shout, Ayyatul Ir, oh you, caravan, you are thieves. There is a thief amongst you. Of course they are so sure of themselves. What goes around? Whatever they did to their father, they're going to be accused with. They accuse their brother, Yusuf. And they accuse the poor wolf. The Jews have lied on wolf. Do you think they will not lie on you? قالوا.
He, turning towards them, said, "What is it that you have missed?"
Good. Continue.
They said, "We have missed the golden bowl of the king, and for him who produces it is the reward of a camel load. I will be bound by it."
Whoever finds it, I will give him. We are missing the microphone. Please, this is very important, very dear, we're part of this history, whatever. Okay? Whoever gives it to us, we give him special coffee or whatever. Special place to park your car.
The king is not Yusuf here, right?
No. Here the king is, no. The king is not Yusuf. But Yusuf is in charge of the kings. After he delegated. The king delegated the matters to Yusuf. So now somehow Yusuf is like a king. You know what I mean? Acting king. He is acting on behalf of the king. Good. So he set his brothers. But because they are so sure they didn't steal. Look what did they say? 73. All of you read, sisters?
Sure. Which brother he put the...
Benjamin. Oh. The youngest. To accuse him. But for a good reason. Wait, don't worry. Since he is the king, he is not letting capital punishment happen.
And they said, by Allah, you are certain know that we didn't come to cause corruption in the land, and we haven't been thieves.
True. They said, by Allah, we didn't come to this land to do any mischief, and we have never been thieves. Which is true. They were not thieves, but they were liars. And liars sooner or later will pay. Look how many years for Allah to make them pay the price. You're going to pay the price. Accused. Oh. Very good. My brother, next to him.
They, Yusuf's men said, "What then shall be the penalty of him, if you are proved to be liars?"
Ha. Now he throw the ball to them. Look how smart he is. He said, what should be the penalty if you are liars? If you are the thieves, what's the penalty? They said, they're gonna pay the past judgment.
Who said it?
He asked them, if you are the thieves, what would be the punishment? They're gonna say now the punishment. My brother at the back. Now this is them talking. قالوا.
The brother said, "Its recompense. Its recompense. Is that he in whose bag it is found? He himself will be its recompense."
Very good. قالوا جزاؤه من وجد في رحله فهو جزاؤه. Continue. That is.
Thus do we recompense the wrongdoers.
Yes. So they passed the judgment and they said, whoever you find it in his bag, sorry, we can't do much. Because he was young, they never thought he will be Benjamin. But the Benjamin was set up. He doesn't even know. So they check. He starts with their bags. Read. Yes.
So Yusuf began the search in their bags before the bag of his brother.
Look at me. Now I know it's in the bag of Shamin, but I start with Sister Ilahi and take time. Then come to this sister, take time. Then I go back, return. I know where it is. Then go to you, create Lapon, suspense. Okay? So he checked theirs. It's not us. But hey, it's bigger problem if it is in your, because you promised. It's rather to be in one of you than your own. Now, what to say to the father? Okay, look. Continue, please.
Then he brought it out of his brother's bag. Thus did we plan for Yusuf. He could not take his brother by the law of the king as a slave, except that Allah willed it. So Allah made the brothers to bind themselves with their way of punishment, i.e. enslaving of a thief. We raise to degrees whom we please, but over all those endowed with knowledge is the all-knowing Allah.
Very good. So he started checking their bags first. He didn't find. Then he went to his brother. He found it. He wanted to show them. So they are all panicking, suspense. No one. And then he is. And he said, what is this? The bag of his brother. What is this? Instead of just being quiet, they will say something even bad. He wants to show them that you never change. All these years, you stupid fools, you didn't change. You throw me in the well. You lied to my father, caused blindness to him, caused so much pain for me and my father, and then accuse a young kid you are not even sure. Look what they said. Brother Zayd, repeat that, this ayah 77.
Yusuf's brother said, if he steals, there was a brother of his who did steal before. These things did Yusuf.
Imagine you are saying this to me. I am Sheikh Zoubir, and you're saying, yeah, I know, Sheikh Zoubir is a liar. And I said, you know Sheikh Zoubir? Yeah, we know him. He's from Algeria. Oh yeah? Huh? And how does he look? Oh, you Taliban, of course. I say, excuse me, do you know Sheikh Zoubir? No, it's me. So meaning, He will tell them that later on, but now he just kept it to himself. They said, if he has stolen, he has a brother like him. He has stolen before. Oh. Man, you haven't seen him for the last 45, 50 years. And you're saying he's a thief. And he was just a kid. While you are thieves, you took him away from his father. He kept it. He didn't say anything. Painful. Painful. But he wants to make sure that if they change or not. So he set his brother. Actually, he protected his brother from falling into the way of life. It's okay. Way of life of the king. We will see next week in details what happens. What happens in details. Inshallah. And how they start begging him. Not as Yusuf yet, but as king. They beg him. You're going to beg. The very guy they put in trouble. Look how things change, sisters and brothers. That's why sabar. Sabar in your life. Wallahi al-azim, those who did wrong to you, one day will kiss your feet. Just sabar. Billah, but sabar to Allah, not sabar so that you see them in pain. Huh? Khalas? This is a dua that you're supposed to say for Allah to protect you. Always. فَاللَّهُ خَيْرٌ حَافِظًا وَهُوَ أَرْحَمُ الرَّاحِمِينَ. Always say, Allah is the best of the protectors and He is the most merciful. Always say this dua, especially your children when they're going to school. Okay? When you're traveling also, فَاللَّهُ خَيْرٌ حَافِظًا وَهُوَ أَرْحَمُ الرَّاحِمِينَ. May Allah bless you, protect you, keep His blessings upon you and your families. اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا وارحمهم كما ربونا صغارا ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون. سلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.